Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, double honor to the apostles and the elders, salutations to you sincere brothers, teaching in truth and in sincerity. This lesson is going to focus on a current event entitled Trump Perfectly Placed to Continue American Empire's Wars. Analyst. My source is presstv.com, and this article was published on February the 3rd, 2017. Also, I'm going to read an excerpt from Patrick Welch, an American writer and political analyst. And it states, I mean, this guy is the perfect figurehead for an American polity that has been trying to hide itself, cloak itself in blackface, as it were. And this dumb, at least unlearned, uninterested in learning, blabber-mouthed, blustering, uninformed, racist, orange pig who just is spouting around and angering everybody. The U.S. should be isolated, and maybe this will make that true again, he added. But I also like to call him, if you go back to the Wizard of Oz and the man behind the curtain, he's the man in front of the curtain. And I say pay no attention to the man in front of the curtain. He is just all bluster and fronting for the forces that are ascendant and those already in place, he stated. Meaning that this cat is bought and paid for. Okay, he is in office to push the agenda for the elite. Trump is the turd in the punch bowl. I also read somewhere else where someone said if Obama is the slick but empty or money suit, then Trump is the turd in the punch bowl, so to speak. So it's not about Trump, but it is about this ratcheting up or tightening up this fascist noose around the Americans, the analyst said. Now, we're going to focus on the term fascist, okay? Because it is derived from the term fascism. Now, a fascist is a person that believes in a system that is called fascism, okay? Now, what this fascist or fascism system does, it promotes the image and it also promotes the enterprise. Let's focus on this term. Fascism. My source is thefreedictionary.com, and it states is a system of government. Now, government means to rule the minds of the people, marked by centralization of authority, the elite, under a dictator, Donald Trump, a capitalist economy, okay, subject to stringent government controls, and the United States economy is based on this type of system, all right? Now, let's focus on the term capitalist, and I'm just going to get the definition. Capitalism states an economic system in which the means of production are privately owned and producers compete to maximize their profits. All right, so that's the reason why America is known as a corporation, man. All right, violent suppression of the opposition. All right, so who is the violent suppression of the opposition? The elite. The elite is suppressing the nation of Israel, and typically a policy of belligerent nationalism and racism. Now, nationalism means the same thing as racism. Racism is a person that is for his or her race, and nationalism is a person that is for his or her nationality, man. All right? Now, let's go to the scriptures. Now, remember I said that a fascist or fascism a system promotes the image and it also promotes the enterprise of the elite. This is Revelation 13 and 15. And he, meaning this beast-like system, had power to give life unto the image of the beast. Now, the image of the beast is this westernized system led by the elite. Life as we know it, rules and regulations as we know it, man, because it all goes back to the system of the Roman Empire. All right, that the image of the beast shall both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Now, ultimately, you worship the image of the beast by taking that chip. Okay. Now remember, I said that this image is the system that goes this system that goes back to the Roman Empire. Let's focus on the term fascism, and it states a system of government marked by centralization of authority under a dictatorship. Because basically, this system is ultimately trying to get you to take the chip. You know, that's the end all be all. Okay. Now, within this image, you know, the system and the worship of the beast by taking the chip is all under the umbrella of the New World Order. Last scripture, Job 5 and 12. He, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, disappointed the devices of the crafty. Who was the crafty? The elite. All right. And the devices are anything they do to persuade people or to ultimately force people to comply with this system so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. And their enterprise, I forgot the Hebrew term, but it's going into their wisdom and their counsel, which goes back to the New World Order, man. That's what this thing is about. So Trump is actually in office to push the agenda of the elite. And at this time frame, you know, dealing with this article, the analyst Welch stated that to tighten the fascist noose around the Americans. All right. But ultimately, you know, it's all about the Israelites because it goes back to the birthright. However, it's going to be collateral damage with these other nations because, you know, the elite want all control, man, beginning with the Rothschilds. And so the term fascism is a system of government marked by centralization of authority under a dictator. I explained it earlier. A capitalist economy subject to stringent government controls, violent suppression of the opposition, and typically a policy of belligerent nationalism and racism. Okay? Hope you're edified. Shalom.